Well, this is the day of the storm that's coming. It's supposed to be arriving in the middle of the night, carrying on into tomorrow, all day tomorrow, Thursday. I'll let you know. New deer blind. No, don't go over there, Suki. No, 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 no. She never does this on her own. God damn it. I'm on Dennis's property now. God damn it. I knew I shouldn't have come out here. The deaf dog. No! Come! Deer parts. Shit. No! Drop it. Thought about this morning, laying in bed. Come. Come. No. No. Oh, Christ. Oh, Christ. She totally can't hear or is ignoring me. Gut pile. Yeah. I expected as much. It occurred to me laying in bed this morning. When they gut a deer, what are they going to do with the guts? They're going to just leave them. Oh, Christ. And there's no getting her out of here unless I drag her out. No! Come. Oh, shit. You never know from 1 minute to the next. Glad I put her collar back on. Sit. 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 Come. Keep her on a leash every time we leave the house. Where's the ball? Oh, where's the ball? Go get the ball. It's right there. Yeah, that good there. This is a game we played for years in the house in the wintertime when it's ghastly awful outside, and I just remembered it the other day. Hey, we could do that inside. Give her something to do involving the ball. Sit. Hey, hey, hey. Sit. You stay. You stay. Glad to see her level of enthusiasm has returned in the last few weeks. Well, it returned. Okay. Go get it. Go get it. There, she's got a whiff of it. Go get it. No. No. There. Ah, that good. Yeah, they paled on a tooth. Go back. Sit. Stuck inside. Oh man, when we were outside just now, brought her out to pee, and yeah, I was trying to get photos. I looked back. I had her sit. I looked back, and she was hightailing it toward the driveway, which means the field and gut piles. Okay, go get it. No. Ah, that good. Yeah, that was.
Although through the windshield, that's no good.
Yeah, it is good.
Got a dirty windshield. You just said photographer's daughter.
She hasn't been out for a couple days other than to pee. This is the popple tree out at the north end of the ATV trail, ATV loop trail. This is the one I girdled maybe 3 years ago. I came by here just a few days ago, and it was not down. Now it is. I think she's looking for me. I feel much less safe out here in these high winds than I used to. After seeing that girdled popple down, granted, it was much weakened. I've been thinking about this girdled popple that came down day before yesterday, and I'm wondering if, well, this should be a good food source for the beavers in the wintertime. I just noticed this oak tree. That's too bad. Gotta get out here with the chainsaw and take the weight off that. Both deer blinds collapsed in the snow, or the wind, or both. I alerted Chuck to him. I thought, while I'm a captive audience, I guess I'm the captive performer, aren't I? I'm going to cut up chunks of birch bark for fire starting. I bought these Fisker's scissors, well, on Amazon, of course. I need to be able to cut birch bark. This is heavy duty. And I was using my kitchen scissors all along, but those are not made to cut heavy birch bark. I went and looked on Amazon. I want Fisker's brand. That's what my sapling nippers are made by, who they're made by. Very good performance. And I found these, and they had such high ratings. $15, I don't remember. But the one side is a micro serration. Oof. And really sharp. So I bought them. I use them every other day, practically. Earlier afternoon, I was working away, and I heard a car door slam. You can't really mistake that sound. So I came halfway down the steps and looked out. Yeah, I could see I heard a knock on the door, and then, okay, somebody is here. The only person it could possibly be is either a Jehovah's Witness, which they haven't been around recently. I get interrupted constantly. But a good thing I was going to talk about or mention was that the ladybug population is finally... I've been sucking up a couple dozen a day, mostly around the windows. But as you've seen probably, I've found them in my milk. I found them on the salt shaker. I find them in every weird little place around the house, not just around the windows, although they like to come down to the corners of the windows where there's condensation and get a drink from the old drinking hole of the house. But finally, beginning about 3 days ago, the population was really dropping. And now today I've only sucked up about 6 or 8. And I think it's the cold. They're finally dying out. I don't know. So I went to the door, and there's Dennis in his blaze orange outfit. And he said, we're going to quit now. We're cleaning up and we're going to head home. Well, this is Thursday, and hunting doesn't end till Saturday or Sunday. I said, well, how many deer did you get? 2. Oh, okay. Well, he and his wife, they could each get 2. His son and his fiance, they could each have gotten 2. Out of all 4 or 6 people in the party, they only got 2. Yeah, and he said my wife got them both. And they got them right out here in the field where I've walked and where I chased Suki down when she found the gut piles. And he had seen me as I was doing that, chasing and whistling at her. He was up on the hill to the south and was waving at me. I don't know why he'd be waving, but he said he was waving at me. Okay. Well, then he held this up. Jesus. This is at least 15 pounds worth of venison. Burger, steaks, back strap. He said that's the part he was showing on his own body. Either side of the spinal column, I guess. It's very tender. It's much in demand. More steak. This is like Christmas. Back strap, burger. Wow, he's a very kind and gentle man. I really appreciate him very much. He appreciates me, I guess, a lot because I've been always willing to help him out in any way I can. So they're headed out. Doesn't mean that I can take Suki over to the field yet because hunting is not over. I did ask him about her. I talked about the gut piles, and he volunteered that they had discarded the remains of the deer way at the far end of his property toward the swamp. And I was thinking the whole carcasses. And I said, don't you save the hide? Oh, yeah. You hang them up and you strip off the hide, cut all the meat off, and they processed all this meat themselves over there. And then he said, when we're finished, there really isn't anything left of the deer except the skeleton. Oh, he's been doing this a lot of years, and it's second nature to him. It doesn't really bother me necessarily that there's a skeleton. But when we talked about the gut piles and the remains, he said, oh, they'll be taken care of within a week. He's already seen eagles and crows. They're scavengers, and that's what they do, is they clean up the remains of everything that gets killed, dies. Had Suki out for another walk this afternoon. Cold and windy, I guess you've seen that already. But it's been closing in on us, the winter. I forget every year how this is how it is. It gets tighter and tighter and tighter around us. And once there's 2 feet of snow on the ground, even a foot, 18 inches, you really can't walk through the woods anymore. So you get constricted. God, I had all these things I was going to talk about. That's why I finally sat there. Yeah, I got enough to talk about. Oh, I know what it was. I'm sorry, I'm still talking to our friends. You're going to have to wait. It's at least, well, you got 55 minutes until it's supper time, and I can't help you before then, especially when you're interrupting me. You're distracting me from the good work. Bow. Oh, I got another customer. This is the best idea I've had, but it really works. The last time I emptied it, there were at least 100 in there. I had waited about 5 days. Just kept sucking up more and more. The thing weighed an extra pound by the time I emptied it. Before I get into a rant, I'm gonna stop. There'll be more, I'm sure, that I've forgotten to tell you, but I will catch you up. All right. Had a hard time getting off the love seat a few minutes ago. She headed toward the door or her kennel, and she stopped right about here. Just stopped. Still on her feet, but obviously very much in distress. So I got up and she walked into the entryway. Okay, so I got up and got suited up to go out, and she toddled out the door, hesitated at the stairs, and then we walked out into the driveway, and she kept walking, and I followed her down the driveway, moving very slowly. She got, I don't know what she did. She just sort of wandered, and finally I stopped, and then she looked back after continuing for another 5 yards and looked back, and she turned and walked into the woods. Oh, good, she's gonna go poo or pee or something. She finally came back out of the woods walking, not running. I waited for her to get beside me, and then I turned, and we continued to walk toward the house, and she stopped and was looking around. Well, I don't know what's happening here. She was okay earlier today, leaving out for the walk, and is she gonna be able to even get up in the morning? I don't think she can get up on the love seat now. Hello, sweetheart. Deja vu of June 12th. I gave her another half of her pain pill 15 minutes ago.